The adoption of the agenda of the 82nd meeting.
So moved.
It's been moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Do I have a seconder?
I'll second it for Fran.
Seconded by Councillor Cran. All in favour of the motion? I guess we're
Aye.
where we're calling in, I guess we'll go around the table. Councillor Bakey?
Aye.
Councillor Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Aye.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds, you already gave your aye, thank
Aye.
you. Councillor Cran?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Pomeroy?
Aye.
And the Mayor votes as well. The motion is carried. I'll call for the adoption of the previous minutes of the 78 minutes, January 26, 2021.
Moved by
So
Dyson.
moved. Seconded by Compton Hobbs.
Seconded by, moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds, seconded by Councillor Compton Hobbs. All in favour of, okay, I'm sorry, I'll go around from the other side. Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Bakey?
Yes.
And the Mayor votes as well. Carried unanimous. Adoption of the previous minutes of the 79th minutes, February 2nd, 2002.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
I do believe moved by Councillor Compton Hobbs, seconded by,
I'll second it, but it's 2021, Mr. Mayor?
February the 2nd, 2021, seconded by Councillor Bakey. Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
And the Mayor votes carried unanimous. A call for the adoption of the 80th minutes, February the 12th, 2021.
Moved by Dyson Edmonds.
It's been moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds, seconded by,
I'll second
Compton Hobbs.
I do believe you got beat to the punch that time, Compton Hobbs, seconded by Councillor Pomeroy. Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Bakey?
Yes.
And the Mayor votes as well, carried unanimous. And adoption of the previous minutes, February 16th, 2021.
Moved by Dyson Edmonds.
Moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds, seconded by
Councillor Cran.
Councillor Cran. Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
And the Mayor votes as well. Okay. For those who are listening in, due to COVID and so on, the councillors agreed that tonight there will be no committee reports, and we will move right into the resolutions. The first on the agenda would be municipal services, and Councillor Cran, you have a motion to bring forward.
I do, Your Worship. Municipal Services Committee recommends that CDCL Limited be authorized to proceed with the design and preparation of construction drawings for the 30-meter contour buffer option for the extension of Killen Drive, with final approval of this option contingent upon approval of the required Crown Land application.
I'll second that, Dyson Edmonds.
I'll third that, Compton Hobbs.
It's been moved by Councillor Cran, seconded by, I think it was Councillor Dyson Edmonds, the first I heard. Are there any questions on the motion put forward? There being none. Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Bakey?
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well, is carried unanimous. We come down, okay, community services and recreation, there is no report and there is no recommendations to bring forward. We'll move on to Councillor Pomeroy, Development and Planning, and you have several recommendations to bring forward.
Yes, Your Worship. Just briefly, the committee met on February 11th. Present were myself, Councillors Compton Hobbs and Dyson Edmonds, Engineer Randy Dillon, GIS Tech Paul Zal, Municipal Enforcement Officer Larry Baker, and Executive Assistant Kathy Eddy. Regrets from Municipal Techs Brian Johnson and DJ Elliott. It was a very short meeting, Your Worship. The meeting was called at 4:40 p.m. Most of the discussion centered around the recommendations.
Councillor Pomeroy, I'm going to ask you, like, we agreed that there would be no report, so I would ask you to get right into the recommendations, but just to clarify that, Councillor Compton Hobbs, although you did not give a report, that you did have your regular committee meeting, right?
We didn't have a meeting this month because two of the people on the committee weren't available. So I just did an overview of the activities with the acting director.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Councillor Pomeroy, we're ready for your recommendations.
Sure, and just to finish off, the next meeting is on March the 11th. So there are a number of recommendations, Your Worship. First recommendation, committee reviewed an application number 131581 from Andrew Rousel. Hopes to acquire Crown land at Burnt Point for a seasonal recreational cottage. It's a pretty straightforward referral from Crown Lands. Therefore, I move that Council approve the committee's recommendation to support the application on the condition that the applicant complies with all the town's development regulations.
Second by Dyson Edmonds.
Okay, it's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions regarding the recommendation put forward? Again, just for the record, Councillor Pomeroy, as long as it fits into all the rules and regulations and procedures have been followed?
That's correct, Your Worship.
Okay, with that, I'll call for the vote. Councillor Baker, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
And the mayor votes carried unanimous.
Thank you. We received application number 157478 from Randy Rose, who hopes to acquire Crown land at Groves Point for seasonal recreational use. Move that Council support the committee's recommendation to approve the application on the condition that the applicant complies with the town's all of the town's development regulations.
I'll second that, Compton Hobbs.
It's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy, seconded by Councillor Compton Hobbs. Are there any questions regarding the application put forward? There being none, I call for the vote. Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Baker?
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well, carried unanimous.
Thank you, Your Worship. We reviewed an application from Ms. Lorraine Haggerty, who hopes to acquire a parcel of Crown land near Quarry Road for the purpose of establishing a seasonal recreational cottage. As the land falls within the noise contours established because of the airfield, no construction is permitted in this area at this time. However, Council has asked staff to seek further clarification from NAV Canada regarding the established noise contours, given the fact that other properties exist in this area and the fact that activity at the base has been a downturn since these regulations were put into place. Therefore, since we're still waiting for clarification, I move that this matter be deferred at this time.
It's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy. Do I have a seconder?
Dyson Edmonds.
Seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Again, Councillor Pomeroy, your committee, you're not recommending denial. It's just that we need clarification. Is that Do I read you correct?
Yes, correct, Your Worship. The issue here is that a lot of the properties in that area fall within these noise contours, and as per the town's current development regulations, development within these contours is not permitted. Having said that, however, there have been cases in the past where approval was provided to residents to build up there, and we've asked staff to look at going back to NAV Canada and all other authorities that have some jurisdiction here to determine whether these noise contours need to remain into effect, and then we'll get clarification, and once we get that information, we'll be able to decide on future permits or future applications in this area.
Are there any further discussions on the recommendation?
Randy, is there any new information on that? Because we've been waiting for a long time now for Stephen Gregory's same application that he put in last year, and it was deferred too. So is there any new information on that, Randy, since the meeting with development planning?
Thank you, Councillor. We haven't received any information from the authorities that were contacted with D&D and NAV Canada and so on. So I'm in the process of actually contacting the MP for the district, and we'll see if we can get some more timely action associated with this matter.
Yeah, we kind of need to move this one along and, as a priority under development planning, because it's been a long time now on the previous application as well, too. So the quicker we can get the information, I guess, the better.
No, that's right, Councillor. It's been a challenge to try to get some information from some people, but anyway, we'll move it along one way or the other.
So you'll stay on top of it, Randy?
Yes, Mayor.
Are there any further questions on the recommendation put forward? There being none, Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Is this being deferred?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Councillor Compton-Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson-Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well, carried unanimous.
Thank you. The next recommendation, we reviewed a discretionary land use application for Mr. Derek Lewis, who hopes to establish a home-based business at his residence located at 3 Montagnus Road for the purpose of selling exotic fish along with tanks, pumps, heaters, etc. The company will be called Lewis's Exotic Fins. The town has not received any public comments or concerns regarding the application. Therefore, I move that council support and approve the application with the following conditions: that a fire and life safety inspection as per NFPA 101 be satisfactorily completed at the applicant's cost, that the applicant provides an application for a change of use at the applicant's cost, that the use be in compliance with all the town's development regulations with special reference to Section 54, and that the applicant obtains all required approvals from Service NL or any other government agencies having jurisdiction.
Okay.
Dyson-Edmonds seconds that.
It's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy, seconded by Councillor Dyson-Edmonds. Are there any further questions on the application put forward? Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson-Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Compton-Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Bakey?
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well, carried unanimous.
Thank you. The committee reviewed a discretionary use application for Mr. Tommy LaBelle Piche, who hopes to establish a home-based business at 135 Hamilton River Road for the purpose of operating a construction company with an office in the home and the storage of tools in an accessory building. I move that council support and approve the application with the following conditions: that a fire and life safety inspection as per NFPA 101 be satisfactorily completed at the applicant's cost, that the applicant provides an application for a change of use at the applicant's cost, that the applicant be in compliance with all the town's development regulations with special reference to Section 54, and that the applicant obtain all required approvals from Service NL or any other government agencies having jurisdiction.
I'll second that, Dyson-Edmonds.
It's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions on the application put forward?
So what type of equipment will he be storing in the?
Just tools. There will be no construction materials or any heavy equipment or anything on site.
Okay.
Are there any further questions on the application put forward? I therefore call for the vote. Councillor Bakey,
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs,
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds,
Yes.
Councillor Cran,
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy,
Yes.
and the mayor votes as well. Carried unanimous.
Okay, the next two recommendations are being brought forward for council's consideration. They're ongoing issues that have had discussions in the past and are follow-up from action items that were presented to staff. First is related to Kellen Drive extension and the acquisition of Crown lands by the town, which has to be approved by council. I move that council approve and support the application numbered 157698 from the town of Happy Valley Goose Bay to acquire Crown lands required to accommodate a 30-meter contoured buffer from the existing properties on Loyal Street and McLean Crescent for Kellen Drive extension.
I'll second that. Councillor Hobbs?
It's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy, seconded by Councillor Compton Hobbs. Are there any further questions on the recommendation put forward? There being none, Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Cran,
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds,
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs,
Yes.
Councillor Bakey,
Yes.
and the mayor votes as well. Carried unanimous.
The next motion is with respect to land in the town center. As you know, Mayor, the town has first right of refusal for a parcel of land on Tippett Drive adjacent to the YMCA for future development. However, Memorial University is interested in the same parcel for the proposed Labrador campus for Arctic and subarctic studies. Be it resolved that the town of Happy Valley Goose Bay waive its right of first refusal for the purchase of land from Goose Bay Capital Corporation adjacent to Tippett Drive in the Goose Bay Town Center as per the land exchange agreement signed with Goose Bay Capital Corporation in 2018.
Okay, it's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy. Do I have a second?
Second by Dyson Edmonds.
Seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions on the application put forward? Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs,
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds,
Yes.
Councillor Cran,
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy,
Yes.
and the mayor votes as well. Carried. Okay, so that concludes your part of the recommendations, dear Councillor Pomeroy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, economic development and public engagement, there's no recommendations to bring forward. However, seeing Councillor Pomeroy had a little sermon on his meeting, Councillor Dyson, is there anything you want to add? Anything you want to add for?
No, but I will quickly add that we're still waiting for an update from Brenna Jahar on the rapid housing initiative. So we're just looking forward to that. But other than that, there's nothing else.
Okay, thank you. And we'll move on to our final report, and that's Councillor Baker with Finance, Admin, and Policy.
Thank you, Mayor. Parcel ID 078969. The FAP committee recommends council write off $23,124.92 for parcel 078969. Breakdown as follows. 1. Interest in the amount of $12,271.62. 2. Property tax in the amount of $4,208.30 uncollectible due to age. 3. Water sewer charges in the amount of $3,510 uncollectible due to age. And 4. Water sewer charges in the amount of $3,135 as water and sewer was not able to be connected due to soil contamination.
Second by Dyson Edmonds.
It's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions on the recommendation put forward?
Just a quick question. It says not collectible due to age. Does that mean we've been trying to collect it and we're not making any headway with it, or I'm not sure what that means?
That means that it's too old.
Okay, so we've been trying to collect it but haven't had any success, and we're going to say write it off. Is that what I'm
there's
getting?
no way of collecting some of these outstanding arrears because of time limitations.
Right.
I believe it's 6 years, after which then the town's ability to collect arrears pretty well ceases to exist.
Okay, it don't make no sense to me, but that's the way it is, I guess.
Okay, are there any further questions? Okay, where do we start this now? Over on my left, I do believe. Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes?
Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Okay, Councillor Cran.
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs.
Yes.
Councillor Dyson, Councillor Bakey.
Yes.
And the mayor votes yes as well. It carried.
Okay, number 2, parcel ID 078970. The FAP committee recommends council write off $13,320.45 for parcel 078970. Breakdown as follows. 1, interest in the amount of $7,770. 2, property tax in the amount of $1,905.45 uncollectible due to age. 3, water sewer charges in the amount of $510 uncollectible due to age. And 4, water sewer charges in the amount of $3,135 as water sewer was not able to be connected due to soil contamination.
Second by Dyson Edmonds.
It's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions on the recommendation put forward?
I'm still not wrapping my head around this. I know it says uncollectible due to age. So if somebody decides they're not going to pay their taxes and can put it off for X amount of years, does that mean then they're free and clear?
No, it's not that, Sean, but if you would read the package, you would know that it's the reasons behind them.
Yeah, like the soil contamination, I can see that, but I can't figure out why we would be writing, because people decided not to pay, why we would not be collecting what was owed. But I guess if the time limit runs out, that's all you can do.
Yeah, some of these go back, Councillor Cran, I would venture to guess 12 years for sure.
Okay.
Even longer than that.
In the 10th council days.
Are there any further questions? There being none, Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs.
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Yes.
Councillor Cran.
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy.
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well. Carried unanimous.
Thank you. For number C, parcel ID 078969. The FAP committee recommends to council that property tax be amended from vacant land tax to the applicable commercial mill rate for the years of 2015 through to 2020 inclusive, due to the property not having the clearance to be developed.
Second by Dyson Edmonds.
It's moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions regarding the recommendation put forward? There being none, Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Cran.
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs.
Yes.
Councillor Bakey.
Yes.
And the mayor votes yes as well. Carried unanimous.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one more item. Parcel ID 078970. Did I already read that one?
No.
No, you never read that
No.
one.
That's another one. Okay. The FAP committee recommends to council that property tax be amended from vacant land tax to the applicable commercial mill rate for the years of 2015 through to 2020 inclusive, due to the property not having the clearance to be developed.
Second by Dyson Edmonds.
It's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions on the recommendation put forward?
No questions, Mayor, but just to point out that these last two recommendations are in direct reference to the first two recommendations, and all that information is in the package.
Yeah, and it's related to, just to add, Your Worship, it's just related to a couple of parcels of land that was deemed undevelopable.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did read the package to it, but I just asked a question if anyone had any further questions. So, there being no further questions, Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton-Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well. Motion is carried.
Okay, the next item is be it resolved that the town of Valley-Goose Bay requests a loan from the Royal Bank of Canada located in St. John's for the following. Purpose of loan, purchase of 24 self-contained breathing apparatus, firefighting equipment, amount of $206,916 for a term of 48 months, 48 months amortization period, at the interest rate of 2.95%.
Second by Dyson Edmonds.
It's been moved by Councillor Bakey. I missed who seconded it?
I'll second that, Your Worship.
Okay.
Dyson Edmonds seconded.
Okay. Councillor Compton-Hobbs, you already seconded the motion?
No, Dyson Edmonds.
Okay, Dyson Edmonds. Okay, it's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions? There being none, Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton-Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well, carried unanimous.
Our item, sir, bank signing authority. FAP committee recommends that council remove Robert Andrews, former town manager, as a bank signing authority.
It's been moved by Councillor Bakey. Do I have a seconder?
Dyson Edmonds.
I'm for Cran.
Second by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favour of the motion? I'm sorry, Councillor Pomeroy?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Compton-Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Bakey?
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well, carried unanimous. So that
one more
ends
item.
the, I'm sorry,
Approval of checks.
yes, I'm sorry, carry on.
I would like to submit for approval of checks in the amount of $1,049,377.53.
It's been moved
I'll
by,
second that.
it's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor
Compton-Hobbs.
Councillor Compton-Hobbs. Are there any questions on the check run? There being none, all in favour of the recommendation? I'm sorry, Councillor Pomeroy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Cran?
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds?
Yes.
Councillor Cran? I'm sorry, Councillor Compton-Hobbs?
Yes.
Councillor Bakey?
Yes.
And the mayor votes yes as well, carried unanimous. Okay, that pretty well ends that part of it, but I think, I'll give, we'll go around the table with councillors forum, and I'll start on my left with Councillor Pomeroy this evening.
Sorry, Your Worship, I had you on mute. No, just wanted to say it was a bit of a scare last week, I guess, when we heard of the presumptive positive case in McCovick, and fortunately it proved to be negative. But it just goes to show that more than ever that we need to be more vigilant if we're going to try and keep this virus out of our region. And in the current case that's here now, we've been assured that there's no threat to health. We still need to keep our guard up and continue to do what we've been doing by practicing good hand hygiene, wearing a mask, maintaining social distancing of 2 meters or more, stay within your bubbles, and call 811 if you have any symptoms. And, I think there is light at the end of the tunnel, Your Worship. We can all see the light, but we're not there yet. And we'll get through this. And I just want to say to the community, stay safe.
Councillor Cran.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say. I'd like to thank everybody, sorry guys, for their kind words and messages of condolences. We're getting through it. Very, very hard, but we'll get through it. But like I said, I'd just like to say thanks to everybody who called, who messaged, and knowing that you were there for us, it means a lot. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Councillor Cran, and I'm sure that all of council, took pride in offering any support that we could in your difficult time. Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Thank you, Worship. I don't have a lot to say, but I would like to send our deepest condolences out to the Gowdy family on the loss of their mom, Geraldine, a very well-known family locally, and sending all of our best wishes to them in the days ahead, especially with COVID and not being able to to honor a loved one with a service with these present protocols. But they're in our thoughts and prayers for sure. But on a brighter note now, I'd like to send out a congratulations to McCovick's own Sue O'Nalick, who was successful in securing the seat of the Canadian constituency for the Nunavut government. Great to see a grandchild of Joseph and Susie O'Nalick take on this role, and I'm sure she'll do great. But that's about it for me.
Thank you, Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Councillor Compton-Hobbs.
Yeah, I'd like to send condolences to the Gowdy family too. Grew up with each and every one of them, and certainly thinking of all of the Gowdy family at this time for sure. On another note too, I'd also like to say, we're going through this pandemic again, Alert 5 again. We're in our bubbles, but I just wanted to say that the Community Service and Recreation got a few contests on the go. So people, the Chief Medical Officer is encouraging outdoor activity, and one of them is a physical activity contest for adults. And so, get out, whatever activity you're doing outdoors, boil up, fishing, whatever, walking, kids in park, send in a photo, and, you might have a chance to win. And we have a kids coloring contest and, of course, the snow sculpture contest. And our theme is boil up. So there's a few activities that we can do outdoors and enjoy, in your bubble with your family. So I'm encouraging everybody to get out and participate. And you at the end of the day, you never know, you might win a prize. And that's it for me, Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Compton-Hobbs. Councillor Bakey.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to follow up saying condolences to the Gowdy family and thinking of the family and friends at this time. And also agree with Councillor Compton-Hobbs, get out and enjoy the weather when it's beautiful. And also agreeing with Councillor Deputy Mayor Ryan about in keeping with the following of the public health guidelines. Be mindful of your bubble and just keep your distance and keep washing your hands and just stay healthy and get outdoors, have fun. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. And again, Councillor Cran, glad to see you back. It shows your strength. You know, you're known in the community for your humor, among other things. And, you know, it's certainly good to see you out there going through such a difficult time, but yet taking the time to make other people laugh. I too want to pass along my condolences to the Gowdy family. I did knock on the door of a friend I've had for the past 50 years, Wilfred Gowdy, and passed along my condolences to him. I want to thank our staff for the work they're doing during this pandemic, and I want to say to the community that our council takes the pandemic very, very serious. And we've gone through the appropriate channels, you know, to get our point across. I had the opportunity sometimes to be the spokesperson, but I can tell the people that it's all of council who are out there doing what we can to protect our community, and as a matter of fact, the whole of Labrador from this COVID outbreak. So again, to our community, all of our council is working very hard to keep your health and safety #1 priority in our community. With that, other than saying go Habs go, I would ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved, Compton Hobbs.
It's been moved
Second
by
by
Councillor
Dyson.
Compton Hobbs, seconded by
Dyson Edmonds.
Dyson Edmonds. Councillor Bakey, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Compton Hobbs.
Yes.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Yeah.
Councillor Cran.
Yes.
Councillor Pomeroy.
Yes.
And the mayor votes as well. The meeting is adjourned.